So now we have our front end to do. So those are terrible. That's just, you know, what it is. That one, you look at that too. Oh, we're going to change that out. All right. So this one actually looks not as bad, but you know, still ripped up. No good things are happening. Doused it with my you know, particular brand of the particular brand that we have here. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this off, slide it out of the way, take these off because we're going to put new ones on. All right, so that way this car should be fit as a fiddle. Fit, super fit as the fiddle. Fiddly sticks. I don't know, I'm just making up some things here. So let's get started, and I will show you what to do right here. I'm gonna, once again, breaker. We break. Oh no, what is that? Not 19 bolt, not a 19, that's a 20. What is going on here? Well, we've hit a snag because I have a 19, and so be right back. I'm going to get the right tool and hopefully we get this right. Alright, good news. She's a 22, alright, and I have a 22, so that's very good. That means we can break this easily, which I have already done, so that way it looks like I'm once again Herculean in my overall strength. We're going to just back these out. And like so, look at that dust, look at it, everything nice, yucky dust. So we'll spritz those with something else. Oh, look at that, they came off real good. So we'll clean these up a little bit. You know, they just need to be taken care of. All right, so I've got this tie rod to get. I'm going to knock that out. I'm going to get my 12mm here, drop that off with there. Alright, let's do our 12mm, and then should be able to get this out of the way fairly easy. By the way, all of this junk that's over here, this is from a leak on another item. So and that is the power steering fluid. That's exactly what we see here. It's gross. I, you know, would like to clean it all up, but you know, we're gonna do that eventually. Right now, priority is making sure she drives about as good as she might look. Let's put this one down here with this. All right, we've got that. Now we're going to get our new one here. Take these off. Look how nasty that one is. This one's all trashed out, so you know, we're going to deal with that. But yeah, let's knock these out and then knock this off, and then we can take a look at the top and get after that. So shouldn't be too hard from here. Shouldn't be. Alright, here we go. That is not correct. So it is a, no, it's not correct. That is, this means this one is going to be a 17. I don't even have the right Allen wrench for this. Let's see if this even works. Alright, here we go. It's a 17. That's exactly what we want. Alright, so 17. And we want it to not spin. That's the wrong Allen key, of course. Alright, Let's try some agger-dagger work first with the 17. See what we'll get off of that. And then we work on some heavy stuff. Alright, let's do this. Oh, she doesn't like me. Let's try to break it with a breaker bar. Well, actually, we'll be right back because we're going to get a good 17mm. Alright, oh, well, look at that. She breaks very easily. So, that's that part. Let's see what we get with putting a bolt to the other side. And let's drive it off of there. What have we got? Do we even have a flat spot? No flat spot whatsoever. So, we're going to have a fun one. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toyota. And your... So, we have another option, and we will take a look at this option right here. It's very possibly going to work. And so let's see what happens. Right down here, right this way. Oh, she likes us. She likes us very much. That's good. So, let's go back the other way. Well, I didn't believe that was going to work all the time, but that was very good try. Let's keep on going. Let's get that in there. Let's try it again. So much junk on the threads here, so we're having a lot more effort to put in. But we're going to get closer and closer to the end, and of course we do have to take it off of the other bar at the bottom. So we'll get there. We'll probably do that when we have the strut out of the way. It just makes the most sense to do it that way. You notice I'm using the leverage of the strut as well, because otherwise it's going to ruin my hand grip. Get that in there, get that in there. Stay there, please, stay there. So this is one of those situations where you just don't have the hammer drill working for you, and you're not going to, because it can spin. That's just one of the issues with these rods. And we are done. And as you can tell, I'm out of shape, or I just, you know, whatever. Let's get that off. Now she's off. Look at that. Look how twisty turning. Oh my goodness, this is cooked. This is cooked. It is. There's no coming back from that. That looks terrible. That is a bad. Look at that. It's cut in pieces here. This is an awful thing. I'm so glad I got a new one. And it's not just because a deer hit this side. It's genuinely because this is a you know, 150,000 miles on this car, and yeah, she's been around, she's been through the ringer a little bit. So let's keep on going. Let me get this right here done, knock these out, and go on with trying to get the whole thing out of here, and then we can do we're gonna have party. No party, none of that, no such thing, but we'll try to have a party. So time for hammer time. Look at all that white rust there. Alright, so I'm going to have to be very careful here because there's another factor as well. So she comes off, I don't want my hub to come off as well. So I just want to get this out of the way, because otherwise I'd be pulling my hub out, and yeah, we don't want that quite yet. It's not, we're not quite at the stage of excitement for that. So we're pretty much where we need to be. Gonna take this off now because she's wrecked, been, you know, got some problems. So let's see what we can do first. Need my breaker bar. Let's see if I can't break it first. There we are. And then alright. And make sure I get this angle too. Alright, so she's loose. Alright, now it's time to see if we can't get this other side. I have no idea if we're going to be able to do it real well. My hope is yes. My hope is yes. All of our hope is yes. So do apologise about all of the other noises here. I don't have a quiet shop, obviously, because you can hear all the birdies. They're singing away because it is now springtime. Let's see. You gotta get in there, bugger. She wants to spin. Alright, so she wants to spin, and I can't see anything, so I'm going to do it with vice grips. And let's see what we get off of that. So far, so good. I feel very nice, very good about this so far. I think. Have I been spinning the whole time? Nope, nope, nope. She genuinely wants to come out. And so let's see what we get. Let's tighten it up more. Let's drop that. There we are. Now, let's see. Does she really want to come out and play? Or are we just pretending? and it seems like she wants to do things, so that's very good. Hopefully we have the same results for the other side. So I'm only filming this side, so that way you, the viewer, get a chance to understand that you just do it opposite sides, right? And that's really all it is. And let's see, does she? Oh, nice. This is a beautiful thing. Look at that. All right. All right. Oh, look at that. Oi. Knackered. Look at that. That's terrible. This would have been a bad situation. All right. So, see that? No grease, no nothing. That means this was very bad. So as we, upgrade this, upgrading this is going to be perfect and appropriate. So that's exactly what we needed to do. Might do a CV boot right here. Might do that. I think this is unfortunately split in a little spot here. Yeah. So CV boots are not necessarily my favorite, but it's very simple. Some of these do have boot service opportunities. Otherwise, you remove the hub and you just pull it forward, remove the hub, and then basically you're right as rain. But yes, look at this. This is terrible. Once again, look, beautiful copper look to it, but absolute trash, absolutely. So, time to get this sucker out. Let's go to the top. Alright, oh, there we are. I think you can see this decently. 15mm. No, it's a 14. Oh my goodness. They are all over the place with this from Toyota. And let's do it with the breaker bar, because I feel much more comfortable not destroying my hands, these beautiful hands. I don't want to destroy them, so we'll do it the other way. Brake and brake. This is good, this is good. And then brake, there we are. And that is a nicely done thing. Alright. Hopefully you can see all this. So here to our 14mm. Where did I throw it at? I just throw them wherever I want to, obviously. Who knows? I did it. So unthread this. We're going to reuse our Camry bolts because I do think that they are much better looking. They're much better for and of course recycling. Everyone should recycle. That's important, if you can. I guess within reason. There's certain stupid ideas for recycling, but for the most part, do it because it's good. Alright, so we're going to get our last bolt. I'm going to move you down here because you should see how I'm going to take this out. So, lift and twist and get my last bolt off. And then slide it out of the way, and we'll take a look at new versus old, right side by side. So look at that, we have a clear area, everything's pretty good. Look at that, a nice big hole. And then look, this is the old. Look at that, she is mangled and terrible. A bit of rust over here at the top hat. this thing, look at that. It's got even, actually look at that, there's more spring load as well on this one. Got a nice clean boot, she's good. And look at that, the bumper is in place. I don't think there's a bumper on here at all. Or is there? Maybe it's all the way up the top. There it is. So, ooh, that's gross, look at that. So everything's kind of failed on it. So look at that, that bumper versus this beautiful bumper over here. So we know we got this right. All right, so time to take this, put it over there. So yeah, maybe we'll show how to do it. Maybe we won't. Gotta take this. Like I said, I'm going to use the Toyota bolts, nuts I mean. Take off this, I guess, French communication. It says, Result fortement compris a refrain d'envers, blessings en fatah. It just says blessings to you for your, you know, purchase of this strut. You know, good, nice stuff, yeah. So we have the way that we have to put it back in. This is the front side. We're going to do that. I'm going to attach my film crew here, and we're going to place it up inside to this side here. Let's be nice and careful with it. And then put a bolt on, another bolt on, and there we are. So we're now set for being able to put everything else in. So one of the problems that we have is this is a heavy component here, and well, your fearless YouTuber here is going to attempt to get all of this put back into place, put these back in there. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. So I'm going to put these back in. I'm going to clean these up a little bit. They have bits of rust and on them, things that I don't really like. And here we are. So if you remember, we took the nut off on the opposite side. So we're going to put this up, and or get it up in somewhere. Alright, one in, so that's nice. Oh, you probably didn't see it because I knocked the camera with my arm. So, because it's, blimey, it's heavy. So, I have to do that with this side too. Alright. Alright, so that one's lightly going in. There we are. Bertha coming to the rescue again. Alright, let's see if we can't get this one lined up. Alright, so a bit of a push in for this one. Get that stuff off there. Beautiful, beautiful things here. Whew, I'm tired. I'm gonna have to take a nap after this. Alright, so what do we say? We wanted to clean these up. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hands it in. Ah, yeah, and look, you can see how dirty I am. It is what it is. Alright, and if you enjoy music, that was someone playing the radio as they drove by, so enjoy that. Ooh, this is tasty stuff here. Look, we're in, we're good. Right, now time to place that back in. Alright, that's good. Now we have our tie rod to put in. Alright, so tie rod, I mean not tie rod, sway bar link, golly, I'm going to get that wrong a lot, but this is a very good looking link. It's, look at that, it's robust, it's got a hex here on the end, which is perfect. And so we're going to put this in, and we're going to be very excited about what we're about to do with this. That it goes in, and happy days are up ahead. It's not be good not to cross thread. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, and then because we have a situation here, it's a 17, right? So we put a 17 on this side. Yeah, look at that. Oh boy. And then get our 17 that we have, and we should be able to drive it down. Oh, well then, we are just going the wrong way all the time. These are not the same every single time. This is a 19, so we're going to do it differently. And here we go. And look at that. Beauty, 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 beauty. So now we have to do this side down here. Now, probably don't have the same amount of capability, so we're going to have to do it a bit harder. Yay for this one. What is this? So that's a 17, I need a 19. There you go. 17 and 19. Get it on there a little bit tighter. Ah, we're going to have to do it the hard way. Yes, yes. Look at that. So I have no idea if there's a torque here for this one, but we're going to get this done. And it's going to look good, I think. I believe so. You know, who knows? We're just having to do it the hard way, of course. And you hear my voice change a little bit because it's, you know, strenuous, labor intensive, and all that jazz. Oh, right. Sorry about that. If you're watching over my shoulder, you're feeling the bumps because that's my mega muscles, you know, flexing on you. Are we there? Yeah, alright. So we are there. And look at that. She looks pretty, she's hefty, different bolts. Of course, that's been the story of everything. Let's get this torqued, because these are not torqued. I think I just need to drive them actually with my ugga dugga. And then that way, got that part done. Where did I put that? And then, here we are. Yeah. Alright, so now it's time for some torque. We may need to figure out what that torque is, so just give a pause for station identification or whatever it is. Alright, so it's a 113 Newton, no, not Newton meters, foot-pounds. So we're going to do that, and there she is, and there she is. Perfect, beautiful things have happened. So we are now strut in the front, going to strut our stuff, you know, that's essentially the idea. So look at that, look how pretty she is now. Look, got this, of course my gloves made these nice and shiny brass bolts, not look so great. Of course you do see all of this. This probably tells you that we should at some point in time, at some point in time clean this engine up. Look though, this looks absolutely fantastic. That has to do with some spilled oil, but yeah, you know, that's just how it is. Sometimes you find yourself with a little bit of a spill and then cleaned up, and then that's it, and you're good enough. So yeah, about where we are for things. And thank you so much for, I guess, dealing with Mr. Britfix. I've got the other side to do, but I did have to get dinner for everyone. Yeah, we'll see you next time. I'll probably show these off, that everything's done, but you know, we are where we are with it all.